Oh, wow. I feel like I've stumbled across a secret world full of flower jewels in a long-forgotten valley. This is the Campbell Rhododendron Garden in Blackheath, west of Sydney, and it's at its peak. And I'm here to check out a kaleidoscope of colour. Wow, what an explosion of colour this is.
Isn't it amazing?
Look at it all the way down here. So, Deb, how did the garden start?
Well, it was just over 50 years ago, and Ib Sorensen, son of Paul Sorensen, famous garden designer, was a local nurseryman, and he had this idea that he wanted to develop a garden that was of natural upper mountains bushland and underplant it with beautiful exotic plants. And several of the local nurserymen adored rhododendrons. So they decided that that would be the key. They'd start with rhodos, they'd bring in azaleas and other exotic plants, and to Ib's mind, to show that you could plant exotics that love acid soil with the native bushland that, of course, likes alkaline soil.
And how many rhododendrons are planted?
Over 2,000.
Really?
Yep, but half of the garden is all native bushland.
Which rhododendron is this one?
This is Auguste van Geert, and he's absolutely gorgeous. And look at the height of this one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's interesting when you sit down and just take it in for a minute.
Yeah.
The volume of colour covering the tree, it's full on.
It's spectacular, isn't it?
Do the flowers themselves have any specific characteristics?
Yeah, well, they're all different. They have different variegations on the petals, and of course they all have different coloured throats. Some are spotty, some of them are a smooth colouring, and the leaves are all different. Some of them are long and furry, some of them are more rounded and smooth. There are lots of variations.
So how long have you been involved as a volunteer
Oh,
here?
around 11 years now.
And what do you get out of coming to a place like this? What's it mean?
Well, I joined the Garden Society because I moved up from Sydney, so I wanted to learn about cold climate gardening. And becoming a member, getting involved, coming to meetings, I just fell in love with this garden.
So you're officially addicted?
Oh, yes.
That's a good thing. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Costa, this one I absolutely adore.
Out of all the hundreds,
Out of
is
all
this your
the-
favourite child?
This is just one of my very favourite children.
Tell me about it.
This is the beautiful Australian sunset. It looks like sunset. Look at those colours, Costa, the golds, the pinks, the oranges. It's just the most beautiful flower. I absolutely adore it.
So can a rhododendron like this grow in a small space, like in a pot?
Yes, they will grow in a pot. You just have to tend them carefully, feed them well, make sure they have good drainage. They don't like wet feet at all. And yeah, as long as they're in the shade with a bit of sun to open the flowers, a bit of afternoon sun. But like they are here, this one's got a good canopy of shade above it. And this is pretty much as big as this one grows, a few metres. So you could put it in a relatively small area of the garden. It's not going to take over.
Now, for me, living down on the coast, how will they go?
Not so great, I'm afraid, Costa. They are not going to like the salt air. They're not going to like the humidity at all. They really do need the cold climate.
A real challenge for you in this garden is managing the needs of the natives compared to the exotics.
Yes, it's a careful balance of fertilisation. So our volunteers come down with their little pH testers and they test all the ground here and make sure this is alkaline enough for the native flower meadow while they're fertilising with the acidic.
So how do you actually manage that on the ground?
Well, this was given to us by our old garden supervisor, Dick Harrison. He used to say, when you've had your Christmas lunch, you give them theirs. So we knew, and as a great way to remember, December through to January is the time that you feed your rhodos and azaleas, and you give them a really good feed of sulphate of potash.
And the gardens themselves, they've become pretty popular. You've got a big following.
We do, especially with the Nepalese community, because it is the national flower of Nepal. So I haven't seen it, but I'm told somewhere on social media there is a wonderful little video of a Nepalese family dancing in front of the bushes because they were so thrilled to see their national flower in this way.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
It is. It's a gorgeous visual.
Yeah, yeah. Shall we dance?
Let's dance.
What a view.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's so beautiful from up here. You start to appreciate, I suppose, the real spine. Oh, hang on a second. I can't concentrate now.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. Wow, that looks great. But you really appreciate just how embedded into the existing landscape it is.
And that was Ib Sorensen's big picture design, that there would be beautiful upper Blue Mountains foliage underplanted with the exotics.
One thing that's really struck me today is the mix of people that have been here and really celebrating the flowers, like laughing and smiling and taking photos.
Yes, you hear their laughter just echoing up the valley and coming up to here, and it's just gorgeous, and that's why we do it.
I think I can see another reason why you do it too. This looks good to me. What a great way to end a great day. Tea and scones.
Got a bit on your beard there.